So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You are too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but there are
You are too small
Minister,
for me to
Minister,
report you to the president.
let me
Who are
speak.
you?
Minister,
Who are you for me to report you?
Minister.
Welcome back to BMS News, where we break down Nigerians' biggest political moments and separate the facts from the noise. Today, we are diving deep into the viral confrontation between Nigeria's Minister of Works, David Umahi, and Arise TV anchor, Rufai Oseni. A moment that got the whole country talking. If you love both discussion and political accountability, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell because this one is intense. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening everyone. Depending on where you are watching us from, you're welcome back to BMS channel. So, it all started as a normal interview. Arise TV invited the Minister of Works, Senator David Umahi, to discuss the government's road projects and infrastructure plans. Rufai Oseni, known for asking direct and uncomfortable questions, pressed the minister on project transparency and budget accountability. But then, things quickly took a dramatic turn. In just seconds, the tune changed. Umahi felt disrespected and fired back with the now famous line, "You are too small for me to report you. Who are you? Keep quiet."
So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You are too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but there are
You are too small
Minister,
for me to
Minister,
report you to the president.
let me
Who are
speak.
you? Who are you for me to report you?
Minister.
That moment froze the studio and light up social media. Nigerians couldn't believe what they just witnessed on a national television. Now, was this just ego or frustration from constant media pressure? Let's be fair, both men had a point. From Umahi's side, he might have felt that the questioning was too harsh or disrespectful for his office. Some ministers feel journalists in Nigeria cross professional lines, and you can see how most of them tackle these journalists. From the side of Rufai, his job as journalist is to hold public officials accountable. If questions about government spending trigger anger, the public has a right to know why. But the key issue is tone and respect. Should journalists soften up to keep access, or should leaders learn to handle tough questions calmly? The internet has exploded. On X, formerly known as Twitter, Nigerians split into two camps. One group said Rufai went too far. He provoked the minister. The other group said Umahi embarrassed his office. He should apologize. Memes, hashtags, and edits flooded trendline. The phrase, "You are too small for me to report you," became an instant meme. Beyond the drama, this moment reflects a bigger issue: the ongoing tension between power and press in Nigeria. Journalists want transparency, but politicians often see tough questions as an attack. True democracy thrives when both sides respect each other's role. The press informed the people and leaders remain accountable. So here is my take on this. I believe Minister Umahi could have handled it better. He's representing millions of Nigerians. He would have been calm in answering those questions. Now, I want to hear from you. Who was right in this clash? Drop your thoughts on the comments below. If you enjoyed the breakdown, please like, subscribe and share so more Nigerians can join the conversation. I'm Emi Kez, and this is BMS News, where we bring truth, debate and clarity to Nigerian politics. See you in the next episode. Guys, let me allow you to watch the full video. But please remember, if this is your first time of watching our channel, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share our videos, and please don't fail to turn on the notification bell in order to be getting our updates. We'll see you again in our subsequent videos.
So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You are too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but they are empirical.
You are too small
Minister,
for me to
Minister, let me speak. Minister, let me speak. I have empirical evidence. The world watched it on the commission of the project when you mentioned the questions I asked you to the president. That was reporting me to the president officially. The world watches, so you don't need to dilly-dally about the empirical facts. I don't talk without facts, Minister. You know, when I have my facts, I talk. And I insist on my question when I ask on cost.
Let me only address you.
Minister, you will not allow me speak. The problem is you will not allow me speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not. You will not allow me speak. You see, if you can just keep quiet and be calm and just allow me speak, I'll be happy. All right. So my question still persists as regards the cost per kilometer. You cannot tell me that we don't have a right to know the cost per kilometer. Even if it's an undulating landscape, give us all the facts and the details of the cost per kilometer. That's all we'll ask for. Other questions as regards the loans taken. Let me finish.
I won't keep quiet for you to damage information.
Me finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me to speak. The minister will not allow me to speak.
No. Don't do that with me.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
Don't do that with me. I was in your studio.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
And when the first section was on, and I ran the figures. And what you're asking us is 750 kilometers of coastal highway. We should tell you cost per kilometer. So you multiply by 750. That's nonsensical.
No, so tell me the cost per kilometer. There's nothing too hard for you to tell me that figure. You've not still told me that figure. So I was right on that point. The second point...
Because you don't understand anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
You don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
And you cannot ask me to tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Umahi, Minister. I didn't know. So, please,
I'm professor in practice.
In practice.
I'm professor in practice.
Okay.
I understand engineering very well.
So secondly,
and you have no knowledge of what you're asking.
If you will let me...
You have no knowledge.
If you will let me ask
So you keep quiet.
Okay.
And then stop,
okay. Minister, it's all right. Keep dignifying yourself and let the world see you for who you are. If you allow me speak, the other 100 kilometers that you said they've added to it, we would like to know the cost per kilometer of that one. And the Winsome Homes, the case is in court. Now, I would like to know the cost per kilometer for that one. I would like to also know the over 700 billion first tranche of loan you guys got for this project. Has the money been spent? How was the money deployed? I would also like to know. I would also like to know the terms of that loan. All right? How many years? What's the payback period? What's the payback moratorium of that loan? And for the Winsome Homes, isn't it interesting that as somebody that's been a governor in the state, you know the law, a case is in court, and then you're coming to talk about the details of the cases in court. Because you denied that the case was not in court. Now you've already accepted that the case is in court. So is it not just better you thrash it out with the woman that is been reporting a case in public that we all heard, and I ask you questions based on that? So, Minister, just answer the questions. I've got no axe to grind with you. You know that. We've spoken many times. In fact, when your people called to book, I booked them, and I said you should come on air. So please just tell us those information. It's very important, Minister.
I'm not hearing, even though this guy is not...
So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front